Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So you're wondering what this channel is all about. Essentially, it's about my thoughts on the Irish economy, both historically and what's happening today. I've done a couple of videos, one on Intel, one on Apple. The Intel one was about the acquisition of 49% of the Apollo management stake in Fab 34, and on Apple generally, just how Apple has been the backbone of the Irish economy in terms of its tech, the tech boom. Now today I'm going to be looking at make a video rather, in regards to the last, we'll say 20-30 years, in regards to the rise of Ireland, in regards to innovation and the GDP numbers that are just off the charts basically. So before I continue, I'd ask that you like, comment and subscribe. Now, for the last, I don't know how long, about 30 years now, maybe more, the situation here in Ireland is one where we were watching something genuinely remarkable happening. What was seen as a small peripheral economy on the edge of Europe has transformed into a country that regularly grabs global attention. Ireland today is not just participating in the global economy, it's shaping conversations around growth, investment and innovation. For a nation of our size, that's no small achievement, whether it's headlines about multinational investment, GDP figures or major corporate announcements. Ireland increasingly finds itself at the centre of economic discussions far beyond its borders. It's a shift that feels both rapid and in many ways unprecedented. When you take a look at the broader picture across the European Union, Ireland's performance really stands out. Over the past 10 years, we've consistently outpaced many of our European peers in terms of GDP growth. While other economies have struggled with stagnation, slow recoveries or structural challenges, Ireland has often surged ahead. Of course, some of this growth is influenced by multinational activity, which can sometimes distort the headline figures, but even when you adjust for that, the underlying trend remains strong. It reflects a level of resilience and sustained momentum that sets Ireland apart in a competitive European landscape. A big part of that success comes down to the sectors driving the economy. Ireland has become a hub for some of the world's largest technology companies, major pharmaceutical firms, and an increasingly sophisticated financial services sector. These industries don't just bring capital, they bring high skilled jobs, research and development, and deep integration into global supply chains. The presence of these companies has created entire ecosystems where smaller businesses, startups, and service providers grow alongside them. Over time, this clustering effect strengthens the economy, making it more dynamic and more attractive to future investment. Foreign direct investment has been absolutely central to the transformation. Ireland has carefully positioned itself as one of the most attractive destinations in Europe for multinational corporations. A combination of competitive corporate tax policies, a highly educated and English-speaking workforce, and full access to the EU single market. This has made Ireland an incredibly appealing location. Now, companies don't just come to Ireland as a temporary base. They establish long-term operations, expand their footprint, and often make Ireland a cornerstone of their European strategy. This creates a powerful cycle where existing investment helps attract even more investment over time. What's particularly striking is how Ireland compares to other European economies. Despite being relatively small in terms of population and domestic market size, Ireland consistently punches above its weight. In many cases, we're not just keeping pace with larger economies, we're outperforming them in key growth metrics. That's a testament to how effectively the country has leveraged its strength and adapted to economic shifts in the world. It also highlights the importance of being agile and outward looking in a globalized world. Ireland's success shows that even the smaller nations like our own can lead if they position themselves correctly. Now, the impact of Brexit has also played a significant role in shaping Ireland's recent economic trajectory. With the United Kingdom leaving the European Union, Ireland positions itself in a very meaningful way. We are now one of the only fully English speaking countries within the EU, and that gives us a unique competitive advantage. Many companies that once used the UK as their gateway to Europe have had to rethink their strategies, and Ireland has emerged as a natural alternative. This has reinforced our role as a bridge between global markets and the European Union, and especially America. However, it's important to balance the success story with challenges that people experience in everyday life. Strong economic growth at a national level doesn't always translate into improved living standards for everyone. In Ireland, issues like rising house prices, increasing rents, and the overall cost of living have become significant concerns for many people, especially younger generations. The idea of owning a home feels increasingly out of reach. Inflation has added further pressure, affecting everything from groceries to energy bills. These realities highlight the complexity of economic success. It's not just about growth, but about how that growth is distributed. The government has been actively trying to respond to these challenges, though progress can sometimes feel slow. Through infrastructure investment, housing initiatives, and targeted tax policies, there's a clear effort to address the pressures facing citizens, though the citizens may not feel this. Major projects aimed at improving transport, expanding housing supply, and supporting regional development are also part of the broader strategy. At the same time, there's a strong emphasis on education and skills development, ensuring that Ireland's workforce remains competitive in a rapidly evolving global economy. The long term goal is to create a more balanced model of growth that benefits a wider portion of society. Now, looking ahead, the outlook for Ireland remains broadly positive, but it is not without uncertainty. Economists generally expect continued growth, although likely at a more moderate and sustainable pace than in previous years. That moderation could actually be beneficial, allowing the country to consolidate its gains and address underlying structural issues. The key challenge will be maintaining Ireland's competitive edge in an increasingly competitive global environment, while also ensuring that the benefits of growth are felt more evenly across our society. And if Ireland can strike that balance, the economic story of the next decade could be just as compelling as the last. Now, if you like this video, I'd ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, bye for now.